No!
Halloween just passed, and so did my dog. But since we're not doing this movie, I thought I could find him as a ghost in the new Haunted Mansion. If you're dodging the police like me and didn't hear about this movie, don't worry, no one did. The classic tale of an evil ghost wanting to suck the souls of mortals, the characters need his hat to stop him. But with the help of the Cumball, will our heroes succumb to suction? Or will they defeat the horrors of Jared Leto?
Are you sweet talking me?
This is pretty much just a 2-hour Disney Airbnb ad, so make sure you have your Aladdin costumes on. Disney is on a train wreck of disappointments, with the MCU on fire in remake after remake. Now that they've joined the streaming club, their plans have changed. They did the unthinkable and made another blockbuster budget remake. I know, surprising. This time it's Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion, which is a Halloween movie, but instead of releasing it around, Halloween, they release it in July so it can be on Disney Plus for spooky season. So did it work? Not at all. It wasn't just the release or the scummy re-release that created issues for the film. Lakeith Stanfield takes the protagonist podium, and while he's a fantastic actor, they also have the Wow Guy.
Wow.
And the legendary Danny DeVito.
I'm the luckiest!
Cameos, references, and flashy CGI from this. So with all these factors, how does it still fail? The short answer, it's the same thing but with a different title. In other words, it doesn't do anything special or unique. The long answer, well, we get insulted by God.
Foolish mortals.
At a New Year's party, Lakeith, Ben, tries to escape his Discord mods by talking to a woman.
Alyssa.
Didn't ask. Ben is an astrophysicist, and Alyssa,
I kind of do the same thing. I give ghost tours.
Oh, so you don't do the same thing at all?
with his brilliant charisma, they hit it off and we flash forward to the present.
Not drinking much. I'm having a bad day.
You smell like yesterday.
Present day Ben is having a bad day and prepares himself for work. He does ghost tours now like Alyssa, but has to deal with a group of white people.
Carol?
Here. I'm a Carol. Are you a Carol? Yeah, I'm like, that's so funny.
The white people keep trying to ask about ghosts, but Ben reached his limit.
Ghosts don't exist. Life is dirt. We're all dirt.
So with these two scenes alone, we've seen the highs and lows of Ben's character. When he met Alyssa, he was passionate and social, but now he's unmotivated and antisocial. He also doesn't believe in ghosts while doing Alyssa's job as a tour guide. Probably won't get the best reviews that way, but anyways, the next scene introduces the Haunted Mansion. They do the cliche of an unathletic young parent who buys a mansion to fix up
Love it?
No.
while their child is pissing their pants trying to say it's haunted.
This place is haunted.
Hey, I'm gonna light a vanilla candle, and it's gonna be a game changer.
Will it though?
Want a break from the ads?
Chivalry was enough to prove that it's haunted for them. Here's more if you need some. From these two introductions, we have the groundwork for the two main storylines, Ben and the mansion. Ben and Alyssa eventually got married and were planning a future together, but she got into a car crash and he deals with the grief after her death. His entire story is about overcoming grief and moving forward. Keep this in mind for later. The mansion storyline is about the mansion trapping the characters inside because the ghost needs one more willing soul in order to transform into Morpheus or something. The goal isn't really clear in the movie, but he's played by Jared Leto, so I'm kind of sticking to it. Another dumb thing is how the mansion traps them. Wow Guy connects Ben to the mansion because when he was a nerd, he built a camera that can see ghosts. Ben then goes to the mansion thinking that it's not haunted and leaves.
No ghosts.
That same night, he's visited by the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know if this is magic, or just an illusion, but it's the mansion haunting him because he stepped inside. Honestly, they could just say that New Orleans flooded again and I would have believed it more. But instead, we practically have God, or like Poseidon, as the ghost. They discover that they're allowed to go out in the daytime, but they have a curfew. That's how Wow Guy was able to bribe Ben into coming in, and while this is a morally wrong thing to do, they do it to the medium girl. Owen Wilson plays a priest, and he was hired by Gabby to do some holy shit, but after all the Exorcist movies, she realized it was just all a scam.
I'm not even a priest.
Before the Water Nation attacked, we found out his camera really does work. But while they can prove the ghosts exist, they need a team to figure out how to end the haunting of Hill House. Oh shit, sorry, other haunted mansion thing.
Oh my god, dynamite!
They first recruit a medium to speak to the ghost, but they need to see if she's legit or a scam like this guy.
Who is Mitchell? What about Giovanni?
No?
Have you recently met someone named Gary?
Okay, so now we're just thinking of names that start with G.
Have you met someone named Gabby?
Oh my God! Wow!
She just said another name starting with G, and they're like, yep, she's legit. The next characters are beloved Danny DeVito.
Wanna be my wife or what?
My God.
The bitch is dead.
And I honestly feel bad for him because his story is about his health. Like, they meet him because he's a historian, but he's like, whoa, 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 buy me dinner first. So they do, and he reveals his secrets, while also revealing that he wants to go to the mansion because he's getting heart surgery next week. Because they're morally good characters, they don't want him to come with them,
Actually, I guess it's not a good idea, because it's a long ways away.
so they try to steal the documents from him. Later, Danny visits the mansion,
And nothing's gonna stop me.
He doesn't die because it's Danny DeVito, he's immortal, but he does get possessed by Morbius, then beat up by Owen Wilson.
Can I see it?
And to top it all off, he gets targeted by the ghost during the final fight when he's not even there. Now that they have the Ghostbusters together, they start looking around the mansion for spooky stuff. They come across a spooky table, but to see if this spooky table works, they get a ghost to write something.
He's gone.
Whoa, 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 hey, hey, hey!
The ghost throws Medium Lady into the mud, but they confirmed that the spooky table works. So after a good heart-to-heart,
I feel like she didn't know that I loved her.
What was the cholesterol in that woman?
Ben goes on a solo mission in the attic.
Bruce, wait!
He finds a chest and tries to leave while the ghost tries to kill him. From the chest they reveal the cum ball. A floating head emerges from the, extract? And she fills them in on all the lore of the house.
But it will cost you $3.
What?
Wow. It's highway robbery.
Miss Nut tells them that the ghost feeds off his souls with grief and that she's the one that accidentally summoned him. The person who hired her committed self-die to rejoin his late wife after years of trying to reach her ghost. But plot twist, Morpheus pretended to be his wife and tricked him into doing it. This is apparently his thing, and how there's so many ghosts around. The bald lady concludes with warning Ben about how he'll be the most vulnerable before Jared Leto turns her back into... Anyways.
They're already dead.
You're
Gonna be deader.
Okay.
This movie has some minor narrative problems, but it doesn't take itself too seriously for that to matter so much. My main gripe with it, though, is the ending. Simply because it takes everything we've learned about the characters and just throws it out the window. So let's start with Luther. Luther is this kid. His story is that he has trouble making friends, and after moving, it's been very hard for him to adjust to the new haunted life. In a scene with Ben, he reveals this, and it also shows a lot in Ben's character, with him relating to Luther's loneliness. They hit things off after Ben tells him that his favorite superhero as a kid was really just some homeless guy.
Action guy.
Who's action guy?
The one with the shoe. You remember him? Uses the shoe as a weapon. And he would say it again! Whoa. Say it again, boy! You remember that?
Luther mentions why he doesn't make any friends.
I make sure everybody follows the rules on the playground.
I think you just answered your own question.
And then he says that his dad has been trying to see him. Remember this. When they found out that Morpheus needs one last living soul and heads back to the mansion to fight him, they leave Luther in the car to protect him. At face value, this seems fine. Protect the kid from axe-swinging ghosts and your average Florida gator, but if Ben is the one that's vulnerable, wouldn't that mean the kid is technically safe? But the thick plottins. Before the final CGI battle, Ben shares that Luther has been talking to his dad. But then Gabby shares that his father is really dead. So this whole time we thought the ghost was after Ben, when he was really after the kid. Ben later finds Luther talking to his dad in this glowing hole. He talks him out of going into the glowing hole, and they go outside for the climax of the movie. This is the moment where Ben can take all that he learned and really stick it to the man.
I'm willing!
But instead he loses all brain cells and wants to self-die for the same reasons as before. This right here is the biggest problem. Ben's entire story is about overcoming grief, right? We first see him when he's down and Owen Wilson tells him,
You want to be a hero?
Pass.
we then see him talking about it among the group and slowly rediscovering joy in life. When Owen Wilson gets scared, he tells him,
You want to be a hero?
No.
and finally, we see him saving Luther from the exact same situation. So why the is he tempted at the very end of the movie? He doesn't even make a choice either. Medium Lady just says some voodoo shit really loud and goodbye Morpheus. So there's a little and a big issue with this. The little one is that it's just a bad ending. And the big one is that I've seen this a lot. WandaVision has a good story developing, but the ending fell flat with a crap ton of CGI. When this was coming out, I remember seeing that they had an original ending for the whole thing, but Disney wanted a CGI battle weeks before it was supposed to release. I'm not saying this is definitely why this is the ending to this movie, but I feel as if they had an ending tying up everything well, but the execs just wanted something else. Like, this is fundamentally a good movie, with most of the dialogue connected to multiple areas of foreshadowing and character development. It's not watered down by mid-jokes or copy-paste its predecessor. The ending is like Danny in this scene.
Bruce!
May I please have the water?
Oh, okay, so where's Harriet and Gabby?
General store.
It's happy hour somewhere, right?
Happy hour. What a turn of phrase. Happy hour.
I mean, they legit have a mid-roll ad for Burger King.
No. Those are my jalapeno poppers.
Look a lot like tots to me.
They talked about tater tots, which was Alyssa's favorite food, and the name of the cat at the end. Good job making a witty connection, but Burger King? Really?
Please clap.
The movie has a few cameo appearances too, like Indian Van Gogh, Gay Levy, and they somehow made the Stranger Things girl even more strange.
That cane, does that belong to Alistair Crump by chance?
No, that is my cane. I use it for deeply personal reasons.
In a mansion where women can't cook,
On the same team here.
casual climate change happens often, and priests wear toques. Calling it haunted is an understatement. With the medium lady happy Alyssa's dead,
Good that she's not here.
she then fails at drawing boobs.
They're reaching beyond.
She gets most of the story alongside the other medium, who somehow wants to go back into the spunk sphere after hundreds of years. Father Kent might have been eyeing Luther this whole time,
I'm a fraud. I'm sorry.
but at the end turns the ghosts around.
Thank you.
No, not that kind. He's more of the comedic relief, with him practicing religion like an alcoholic.
I'm gonna cover us with some morning prayers.
It's the middle of the night.
Not in Rome.
Hey, remember when he was a card?
Pull off your skin.
And finally, Danny is the real villain. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they make another one and they reveal that he was never really possessed. Oh wait, they won't make another one because I don't think this one paid off. So does Disney blowing their load with CGI at the end really work nowadays? In my humble Canadian opinion, from a man who loves watching Danny DeVito survive vehicular manslaughter, this is a terrible horror movie.
Hey, Italian man. Huh?
We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie.
What is going on here?